All right, here we go. Another edition of Open Mic Wrestling Night here on Fill in the Void Podcast Network by way of Spreaker. Thank you for tuning in, and if you are tuning in, you could talk to me in the chat here on the Fill in the Void Podcast Network's chat on Spreaker. And yeah, there will be a few things I'll get to, but I want to hear your comments as well. So be sure to leave a comment, and I will get to it whenever I can. So let's get this show started here with just a full disclosure. I watched probably a few seconds of Raw, and that few seconds was when the Hardys finished their match with Gallows and Anderson, and then there was a brawl afterward between them, the Revival, and I believe Bullet Club. So that was all I watched. Sad, I know, but what are you going to do? And then SmackDown, all I really watched for SmackDown was the end of Chad Gable versus Rusev, and then the number one contenders match for the WWE Championship, where Shinsuke Nakamura pulled off the upset and defeated John Cena. And the ending of that match is what's getting a lot of chatter. Some for good reasons, some for bad. And let me just point out that it's pretty cool that Nakamura got that rub from Cena. And it's not only the fact that, okay, so I was out at a bar and I watched that match. And nobody was watching SmackDown except for me and the bartender on that night. So that's okay. It was actually pretty cool. Now, they were working, and it was me and my coworker. And once Nakamura gave Cena that suplex where he landed on his surgically repaired neck, delivered the Kinshasa, and then the clean 3 count, I was at the bar, and I quite literally screamed out loud, "Oh my God!" Because not only did I not expect Nakamura to win, but I didn't expect him to, I didn't expect him to win at all. I think it was even a bigger shock that he won clean. To be truthful, I'm not complaining. It's a different main event for SummerSlam. I mean, 2 different main events, really, when you really think about it. The only real mainstay of WWE that's going to be on either of the championship cards is Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, but he's been recent. I'm meaning over the course of several, more than 5 years. You got Brock Lesnar, and we were all expecting John Cena. And when he lost, and to answer your question, Blake, do you think Cena is not going to be on SummerSlam? I don't know. I mean, it's hard because he got that, and this is the thing that I feel really changed the course of the match. And the result of it, it was revealed beforehand, I believe the day before, that Cena was getting a lead role in the new Transformers movie, the Transformers spin-off. If that weren't the case, if he didn't land that role, I think we would be seeing Nakamura or Cena and Mahal, and Nakamura do something else. But now that he got that role, maybe that's why things changed. So, I'm not complaining either way, to be truthful. I'm not complaining either way. And I'm happy that we're going to see something different. Now, SummerSlam. Okay, so let's get to the finish of Nakamura Cena really quick. The people that are complaining about Nakamura, he's not safe, he's not this, he's not that. And I don't think he's going to be in SummerSlam because of the movie. And rumor had it that it was Cena Mahal, AJ Nakamura, and Owen Shane. Well, if that was the case, they definitely made up for it in a big way. But let's take, Nakamura Cena. Match was good. Wasn't like match of the year quality, I don't think. It wasn't one that I think, and Kurt Angle said it best in his Hall of Fame. You could have an impressive resume with 1,000,000 matches and however many 5-star matches, and fans will remember the moments. And this is one where fans will definitely remember the moment that Shinsuke Nakamura defeated John Cena clean, and to go on to face WWE champion at the second biggest pay-per-view event that WWE holds every year. That's kind of where I feel with that. Now, to get back to the point of Nakamura being unsafe, well, number one, I'm going to defend him in saying that his gimmick is the King of Strong Style. I don't care what they say on SmackDown, the artist known as, or I don't care. He came in as the King of Strong Style. And that's how he's going to work. Now, we all got to remember, Nakamura is not the first one to injure a huge star. If indeed Cena is injured, to an extent. Let's go back. On the rise of Stone Cold Steve Austin, Owen Hart broke his neck. One of the wrestlers, and he's passed now, and God rest his soul. But Owen Hart nowadays is one of the most revered wrestlers ever because he died. He died tragically in the ring, but he also prankster. And everything that has come out about Owen in recent years. And people are still calling for him in the Hall of Fame. And I'm one of those people. I thought he was always very talented to the point where, down the line I might be getting the Blackheart tattoo on my arm somewhere. But, you look at Nakamura, you look at Owen Hart, you look at just a lot of these moments, and Cena, or Angle and Lesnar, when Lesnar injured Angle's neck during that one SmackDown. Bayley just got hurt. Now that's another story, and I'll get to that later. Things happen, and Cena, it's a blessing that he has a neck that resembles a tree trunk. No two ways about it. His neck resembles a tree trunk. Now, did he get hurt? Probably. No reports have really come out since the match that, he's hurt, he's going to miss time. He's going to miss time anyway. He's filming a leading role in a major motion picture. I'm glad they went the route that they did. Alright, never mind. So, but, look at Darren Drozdov. He got hurt on a SmackDown by D'Lo Brown, and he still was able to work. And, it always happens. And for everybody, that's like, oh, Nakamura shouldn't be doing it. So what? Who cares? If, Ryback, to my knowledge, didn't really get any of those cries for you better fire him when he probably more than likely hurt CM Punk or, Even though people don't like him or this, that, Cena is the top guy and has been for a long time. And when he gets hurt because of a guy that not many people are a fan of it on the WWE side of things, and I get it. Even though I'm a Nakamura fan, I get why people don't like him. I get why people aren't a fan of him. But on the other side of the coin, I get where the international presence is sought after. Look at Jinder Mahal. He's the WWE champion, even though the ratings aren't showing anything promising. He is an Indian-born champion, and that's something that they're looking for. Nakamura would be. I don't think he would be the first native of Japan champion, but it's a big market that they could get a hold of, and not only because of Japan, but people, the indie marks all over the place, and a lot of these fans, they will flock to Nakamura as champion. What comes of it, who knows? If that becomes the case, so for everybody freaking out about Nakamura, Cena, get over. It's no big deal. These wrestlers go in and they get hurt. That's kind of how things work. It's the nature of the beast. Yeah, I think so too, Blake. I think he would be the first Japanese-born champion. Actually, let me just take a look really quick while I'm going on here. I'm trying to think of other notable injuries. I mean, there's been so many. Not necessarily the top star. You can think of that one New Year's Revolution where everybody got hurt. I believe it was the one where Edge cashed in on Cena. The one that hailed from Puerto Rico. Everybody got hurt. You're working 300 days a year. Nonstop. You're nonstop traveling. You're traveling nonstop.